Hi, this is Arohi. I'm an advisor at CCG.
Hello, I'm Ayush and I'll be a candidate for this interview today.
So let's start the case.
Okay.
Ayush, your client is a national park
Okay.
and they are seeing loss in profits.
All right. So, is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case. They have hired you to figure out the reason.
Okay. So, just to confirm, so our client is a natural park which is witnessing a loss in profit,
Yeah, a
decline
national
in
park.
profits.
Yeah, a decline in profits.
So, I think I'll just need some time to think over the
Sure.
details of this case. Okay. So, I think I would need a few details for this case.
Sure.
First, I would like to know what is the exact location of a national park?
The national park is situated in central India. You can consider Madhya Pradesh for now.
Okay. So, can I also know what are the particular wildlife that we cater to within our national park?
So it has a wide variety of flora as well as flora,
Hmm.
and for the USP of the national park is
Hmm.
that it has leopards.
Okay. So, uh, that is an important detail. So,
Yep.
just to confirm, there are no other national parks in the vicinity which have leopards, or is that
No,
okay?
it's just this in particular national park.
Sure. And for how much time have we been seeing this decline in profits?
Around 6 months
Around 6 months. And the magnitude?
by 25%.
All right. And we have other national parks within the radius of our own, right?
You can ignore them for now.
Okay, sure. Along with this, I would also like to know, are there any target customer segments that we have? Do we cater to some particular type of visitors?
So the national park primarily has a safari system,
Okay.
which caters to 80% tourists and
Hmm.
20% locals.
Mhm.
Other than that, the national park also has a aquarium as well as bird sanctuary attached to it,
Hmm.
and they are the primary attraction for or attraction points for locals.
Okay. And just to confirm, this decline in profits has this been witnessed in the overall national park or within any of the ones that you mentioned, the aquarium or the bird sanctuary?
So for the national park, the decline is by 50%,
Okay.
and for the other two, it's 25% each.
Okay. Uh, sure. So I think that gave me some details about the whole scenario. I would need some more time to think over the steps.
Sure.
Just one more detail. So, I assume that the primary source of revenue for our national park is from the ticketing sales. That is the safari sales, right?
Yeah.
As well as the tickets for the aquarium and the bird sanctuary.
Yep.
So there are no other major sources of revenue that I should consider. Or should I
You can
just
focus on them only on the sales part for now.
sure? Okay, so I think we can proceed by dividing the profits into revenue minus costs. So
Yeah.
I think I would like to know, has this been a decline in revenue or have the costs seen an uprise or has it been a mix of both of them?
The revenue has declined.
Sure. We can further divide the revenue into the revenue coming from the safari tickets and
Hmm.
maybe the ones that are directly involved from for the aquarium and the bird sanctuary. So are
Okay.
they separate or can I just club them together under
No,
safaris?
keep them separate.
Sure. So has the decline been majorly in any one of them? I believe it's the safaris, right? Since they have been seeing a 50%
Yeah.
decline.
So it's 50% for safaris, and as I mentioned earlier, it's 25% each for other two.
Sure. So we can focus on the safaris for now.
All right.
So uh, I think we can further divide the safari revenue into the number of people that we cater to for safaris
Okay.
into the average price of safaris that we have.
Okay.
Are there any packages here for safaris, maybe of a premium safari or something where they can more closely see the wildlife?
Yeah, that's what the system is. And for one safari, it's like it accommodates 5 passengers
Hmm.
for 10,000. And
Okay.
there is also an option that they can have a guide
Hmm.
as well as a camera, as well as they have to pay extra if they want to carry camera with them.
Okay. So may I know the charges for maybe having the guide or the cameraman?
Cameraman,
It's a
it's
camera.
yeah, it's
Yes.
a
Yes.
camera. To
Sure.
allow camera, it's 500,
Okay.
and for guide, it's 2,000.
So this 500 is per user of the camera, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sure.
but in generally, there it's a family which is traveling together or
Yes. Yes.
friends
So
which are
they'll
traveling
generally have a
together.
fixed number
Yeah,
of cameras. Okay. So I think even within the number of people, we can further subdivide them into the ones who are just taking the safari without any extra add-ons,
okay,
and maybe the ones who have a guide along and a camera, the camera permission along.
okay.
Is this method the right one to proceed, or shall I think of something else?
You can just focus on number of people per se for now,
Okay,
rather than segregating them.
sure. Okay. So I would further go on to divide this issue into either a supply side issue or a demand side issue. So my first question is here that has there been any change within our system due to which we are able to accommodate a lesser number of people for the safaris?
No.
Okay, so I assume it's something from the demand side of customers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it would make more sense here to look into the customer journey of
Okay.
what the particular visitor has to undergo before he enters the park, and all the experience that we can provide to him within our national park.
Okay. Sure.
But before that, I would also like to look at a few factors to just
Hmm.
know a few more details. So I've listed down the following factors, and maybe we can go over them one by one.
Sure.
So the first is the need for the safaris.
All right.
The second one is the awareness about the various safari packages that we provide
Hmm.
and the wildlife that we have within our boundaries.
Hmm.
Then it is the accessibility to our national park,
Hmm.
maybe the public transport or whatever highways that are needed for the customers to come to our
Hmm.
premises. Then it is the affordability, but I believe we have not changed any prices
No,
recently, right?
we haven't.
Sure. So I think that is something that hasn't changed. And finally, we can look at the experience of how the customers feel when they are accessing the whole national park and the views that they get. So, shall I look into them one by one, or is there a particular one among them which I should concentrate on?
You can concentrate on the experience.
Okay. So here I would go into the customer journey.
All right.
Okay. So here I would need some time to think of this in
Yes,
detail.
please take your time.
So we provide options for pre-booking the safari services as well, right?
Yes, we do.
So do we have any online services available for this?
Yes, there's an online platform through which they have to register for any safari, right?
Okay. So just another detail that I would need here. So has the sales gone down from the online part or the offline part? Is there any particular one among them which is
They have gone down for both.
sure? So that's not an aspect I should be
No.
considering. Now, to have some more information about what actually goes within a national park,
Hmm.
do we have any other services for the customers, maybe of refreshments and other kind of utilities that we have?
Yes, there is a food outlets which are available when they return back from the ride
Hmm.
for them to have lunch,
Okay,
but they are outside per se. And other than that, nothing as such because it's a jungle after all.
sure. So no, and the homestays that we have, do we provide those services?
And there are few private homestays, but not something which we do
Sure.
own.
So even the food outlets is not something within our source of revenue, right? Because you mentioned they're outside the national park.
Yes, they are outside the national park. We do own a few of them over there, but majority of them are owned by private owners.
So they are not a source of concern for our
No,
clientele.
they are not.
Sure. Okay. So in that case, I think I've divided the customer journey into the following parts. So I'll
All
just go
right.
over them one by one, and we can maybe
Sure.
discuss them in detail. The first one is the marketing or the awareness about the whole experience that we are providing. This is through maybe all the social media channels and other means.
Okay.
Then it is the pre-booking that some of the customers do,
Hmm.
maybe when they visit our services online.
All right.
Then maybe once they have booked their tickets, this is for those who have pre-booked it, and otherwise there can be customers who just come to us directly.
Hmm.
So this step is basically the access they have to our gates
Hmm.
and how the whole process of entering our premises goes.
Okay.
After that, there would obviously be a queue involved, and then gradually we'll assign them a guide if they want one, or a jeep. So
All
this
right.
whole allocation process.
Okay.
After this, once the jeep or the safari starts,
Hmm.
then it is the experience of the whole safari. This here I mainly would go into looking at the flora and fauna that we have,
Hmm.
and maybe the whole maintaining of this services that we do.
Hmm.
Finally, once the safari ends, then we can look at the review of our customers on how the whole safari was, and maybe
Hmm.
any post safari services that we provide to them.
Okay.
So any particular one among them
The
which I can
experience.
look, the experience within the safari, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so just give me some time to think.
Sure. Please take your time.
Okay, so I think I can divide the aspects of the safari into the following major
Hmm.
brackets. The first one is the mode of transport that we provide.
Hmm.
So this maybe would include the jeeps or any other vehicles that we provide to them.
No, it's only
It's
jeeps.
only jeeps, sure.
No other
Okay, okay.
transport mode is available.
Second is the variety of flora and fauna that we have within our national park,
Hmm.
and how the whole system of animals and birds has been maintained,
Hmm.
and how we are catering to them in terms of maybe how healthy they are and what view they can provide.
Yes. The thing is that there have been a few less spottings of leopards in the recent
Okay,
past.
sure. I think I'll just note that here. Okay, so I think there's two more aspects. We can just look over them, maybe from a very niche, a very light perspective.
Hmm.
One of them is the safety issues. Maybe
Hmm.
if in recent times there has been accidents or uh, maybe wild uh, activities done by the animals within our premises.
No, nothing as such.
Okay, and finally, it's a hospitality. But as you mentioned, we are not owning any
No.
homestays, and even the food outlets have not seen a
Yeah.
problem. Sure. So, okay, the first problem that I see here is that we are seeing the visitors are seeing lesser leopards.
Yeah.
And is there any other maybe particular kind of animal that they are looking to come to us for but are not able to see? Maybe in
For
the case of
safari,
birds.
no.
Okay. Okay, this was all for the safari. Now, shall I look at it separately for the aquarium and the bird sanctuary?
First, could you try to look out why has the population for or the spotting for leopards decreased?
Sure, I would look into that. Okay, so I think I can divide the reasons for spotting lesser leopards into the following three brackets.
Hmm.
So the first one of them would be maybe that the leopards in general, most of them have become less active. This can be maybe if it is the breeding season for some of them.
Hmm.
The second one can be that we have seen a reduction in the overall number of leopards within our premises.
Hmm.
And the third one is that maybe in search of prey or their food, they
Hmm.
have moved to the more remote parts of our sanctuary, and as a
Hmm.
result of this, they are not able to be seen by the visitors when they approach them from the main road.
The numbers for the leopards have declined.
Okay, so have we seen any death? You mean there has been an increase in the deaths of leopards that we have?
Uh, yes.
So I think I can analyze the various factors that might have gone wrong.
Sure.
Okay, so the major reasons that I could evaluate here was maybe the first one is that they are not being able to access the food that they previously used to, maybe
Okay.
their prey. The second is that the overall health of the leopards may have declined, due to which there has maybe if there has been the outbreak of any major disease among them, due to which
Okay.
their numbers have been decreasing. Then the third can be maybe due to climate issues, that
Okay.
since there might have been a sudden rise in temperatures or maybe rainfall, due to which they are not able to survive. Some of them are not able to survive.
All right.
And finally, we can look into the accidents aspect, where maybe due to the sudden appearance of leopards, some of them might have been what do I say? It? They might have been killed by the jeep drivers unintentionally.
It's none of these.
Okay, so I'll just think of something
Yeah, sure.
else. Just to confirm, so the leopard is the highest carnivore that we have within our premises, right? Or is there someone else who might hunt leopards as well?
That is a possibility.
Sure, sure. So uh, we can look at this reason then, that there might be someone or some other animal who is looking to hunt leopards within our premises.
Okay.
So this can either be hunters
Hmm.
within the national park
Hmm.
who live there unofficially,
Hmm.
or it can maybe be the other predators who might go after leopards.
Okay.
But the second one I think is a rare occurrence,
Yeah, the
right?
second one is a rare occurrence. There have been a few cases of poaching which are
Yes, yes,
reported in
I
the
was
national
getting to
park.
that. Okay, so in that case, then we'll have to do something for the about the hunters, so that they don't do these activities later on. So shall I look
All
into
right.
this case further?
Can you just suggest a few recommendations for this?
Sure. So just give me some time.
Yeah,
Just think
sure.
of them. Just to clarify, we don't have a system in place currently, right? On how we can track the leopards.
We do.
Sure. Okay. I'll just note that. Do we have any village locals within our premises? Do we also have village? Yes.
There are a few villages, but they are they are 20-30 kilometers away from the national park.
Okay. Okay, so I think I can divide the recommendations into either short-term recommendations or the long-term ones.
All right.
In the short term, I think we can definitely increase the police patrolling within our premises, maybe in association with the forest rangers,
Got it.
and we can definitely make the policies regarding the poachers more strict. We can
Mm-hmm.
increase the punishment terms that they have.
Okay.
In the long term, one main thing that we can do is maybe we can infiltrate the local leopard skin markets, maybe
Okay.
by in collaboration with the police,
Mm-hmm.
so that we know who the top poachers are, so that we
Mm-hmm.
can go after them with more rigor.
All right. Also, Ayush, now can you try once to figure out the reasons for the decline for the bird sanctuary as well as the aquarium?
Sure, I'll just look into that.
You can probably switch to the next, yeah, turn of the page.
So even here we are looking at revenue declines, right?
Yeah.
I'll go into them one by one. So first, let's look at the bird sanctuary.
Okay.
Uh, even here we follow the safari model, right? Or is there any other ticketing model involved?
The ticketing model is the same, but over here it's more of that there is not a safari per se,
Hmm.
and it's that people just go over to see birds in cages.
Okay, so it's more like a zoo.
It's more like a zoo for birds. Yeah.
Sure. So we'll have a ticketing system.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that how it works? Sure. Okay, so in that case, I can divide this further into the number of tickets sold
Hmm.
into the average ticket price. So
Hmm.
I believe you mentioned that the ticket prices have not changed throughout
Yeah.
a century. So it's a decline in the number of tickets.
Hmm.
Again, we can look at this from either a supply side issue, a supply side point of view, or a demand side point of view.
Demand.
Demand. Okay. Uh, I think it would make more sense to go into the customer journey here. But again, I think we can consider those various factors to know
Yeah.
which other details might be important.
Okay.
Okay, so first is the overall need for bird sanctuary visits. Maybe if we are able to provide the right kind of birds that the customers come here looking for. Second is the awareness about the variety of birds that we provide.
You can just focus on the experience again.
Okay, sure. Again, let's go into the customer journey of all the stakeholders involved here. Uh, is there any issue with the customer pull of visitors? So has
Yeah.
the overall customer pull declined? So shall I look
Yeah.
at the marketing or awareness aspect as well?
No, the customer pool has declined, but it's again due to experience.
Okay, due to the in Safari experience.
Not the safari, but during
In
the
Yes,
visit,
yes,
yes.
within in visit experience.
Yes.
Okay, so in a nutshell, I think the following four factors are important. The first is the option of how accessible is the bird sanctuary to people from outside.
Hmm.
But again, you mentioned that is not something that is an issue here, right?
No,
Second is the ticketing queue that is involved on how much time or how much efforts do the
you can
customers
ignore
have
that
to
also for now.
take there.
It's just a visit.
Sure. So it is the visit to the cages
Yeah.
where the birds are placed.
Yeah.
Sure. I just need some more time to
Sure.
think. Okay, so I think we can look into the following four factors. The first is the time that maybe the visitors have to spend
Hmm.
per bird. Maybe there
Hmm.
has been crowding due to around the birds, due to which this has given a bad experience to some of our visitors in
Hmm.
recent times. Second is the overall distance that they have to travel for maybe looking at all the major attractions.
Okay.
After that, it is the overall expectation that they have from the birds in terms of quality and in terms of health.
Hmm.
Maybe the birds that we are providing to them, they don't really satisfy their own expectations.
Hmm.
Finally, it is the security concerns of maybe recent incidents where the birds have maybe attacked some of our visitors.
It's not the time, nor the distance, nor the security. Could you just repeat once what you meant by the expectations?
So by expectations, I meant there is a certain perspective of how the birds are. Maybe in terms of what primary birds do our customers come here, looking for.
Again, there has been a similar reason, like it was for the safari, that they have been seeing few of one of the bird species.
Okay, again, so it's a decline in a particular species. So let
Yeah,
let me look at this in
sure.
detail. So again, is it a reduction in their numbers? So like in the case of deaths for that particular species.
Yeah, it's a reduction in their numbers,
Hmm.
but not deaths in particular.
Okay. So the cages are what is the particular area of a cage? So like is it very open that maybe if the bird wants it can fly over somewhere else where it might not be visible to the visitor?
No, it's they are pretty small cages, and the visibility won't be an issue.
Sure. Okay, so in that case, I think it's a very systemized reason due to which we are being forced to take the birds out of the sanctuary. Is that the case?
No.
Okay. So do we have any health facilities for the animals and the birds within the campus?
Yeah, they are well taken. They are taken well care of.
Okay, so is there been a reduction due to the reason that some of the birds have fallen ill and they have to be taken to the
No, nothing
veterinary
of that
area?
sort.
Sure. So is it something from the customer side that maybe they are not able to view the birds in the right manner, maybe because we have imposed certain new measures?
Nothing of that sort again.
Sure. Mm, I think I'm a little stuck here. So
You can take 20 seconds to think about what the factors could be
mhm.
about why are the reductions in numbers happening in particular.
Okay, I'll just take some.
What other factors can you think of? Take 10 seconds to think of more.
Sure. So there's not a case where we are maybe uh, exporting the birds, right?
No, we aren't deciding to export them in any way.
All right.
It's fine. You can probably let this be it and
Mhm.
just focus on what could be the also a possibility why uh, people are not coming to the aquarium.
Okay.
It's again a similar situation that one of the population is decreasing
Hmm.
for for angelfish, to be
Hmm.
honest, in the aquarium. So can you try to figure out the reason for that?
Sure. First, I would like to know more about the angelfish.
Yeah.
So, what particular kind of fish is it? Is it like some fish which preys on the other fish, or is it the one which is getting preyed?
No, it is a aquarium. So it we over here they are kept in separate tanks.
Okay, that's there. So, just give me some time. I'll think of the
Sure.
various aspects. Okay, so I think I can divide the decrease in the angelfish into the following major concerns. First is maybe that the overall health for angelfish is declining,
Hmm.
due to which there has been a reduction in the numbers.
Hmm.
The second one maybe can be that the water treatment that we are doing for the particular tank,
Hmm.
that has not been up to the mark.
Hmm.
So due to this, there has been issues being faced by the angelfish.
Hmm.
The third one can be the food that we are providing to them, the
Hmm.
fish food. Maybe that the quality for that or the whole fish food that we are providing, that has been changed in recent times,
Hmm.
and this is not something which their own nutrient requirement is aligned to. The final one can be maybe the other living conditions that are involved here, due to
Hmm.
which there has been a decline.
Yes, Ayush. The reason was that the contract with the previous supplier for fish food had expired, so we had switched to a different supplier,
Okay,
and that is the reason why the population for angelfish has been decreasing.
sure,
Can you please synthesize the case?
sure. So I don't need to look into the bird sanctuary again.
It's fine. You can leave that for now, and can you just synthesize the case for now?
Okay, so the case was about a national park which was witnessing a loss in profits,
Hmm.
and we saw that this was spread out across the whole options that were being provided by the national park.
Hmm.
That is, mainly the uh, safaris for animals,
Hmm.
then the aquarium and the bird sanctuary.
Hmm.
So after analyzing the case through various parameters, we came to a few reasons, particularly for the overall safari. It was that there had been a rise in the number of hunting incidents for leopards, and
Hmm.
since leopards was one of the primary attraction that we had for visitors,
Hmm.
the overall experience for them had declined. So they had maybe started considering other options rather than coming to our national park.
All right.
And now into the bird into the condition for the bird sanctuary,
Hmm.
we were not able to find a particular reason for that. But for the case of the fish, the aquarium, we saw that the main reason for the decline in profits was that the population of the angelfish had gone down,
Hmm.
particularly due to the fact that the contract for fish food with our previous contractor had expired, and we
Hmm.
were being forced to supply a different kind of fish food, maybe which was not being aligned with their nutrient requirement.
Yeah.
So to tackle these problems, we did suggest a few recommendations as well,
Hmm.
particularly for the decline in leopards, and that was one of the main decline in revenue, right, in
All
terms of
right.
division.
Yeah.
So it was mainly to maybe infiltrate the local leopard skin markets,
Hmm.
and in general impose more strict regulations for
Hmm.
hunting, and increase the police patrolling within our premises.
All right. Thank you so much, Ayush.
Sure.
I'd just like to state a few things which he did well and a few things, the scope of improvement basically. So, the things which he did well was कि अच्छा figuring out profits is equal to revenue minus cost, figuring out कि the customer journey altogether, and trying to maintain a MISI. It was a structured approach. A a further mesostructure could have been incorporated later when it was figured out that the population of the species have been decreasing, whether it's for leopards, it's for birds, or it's for the angelfish as well. A few suggestions, and yeah, also the preliminary questions were targeted, but they were not incorporated as they could have been in the structure. A few suggestions from my end: the approach could have been way more quicker if he had incorporated the preliminary questions inputs. Then he could have reached the reason for why the decline has been happening earlier. And other than that, over here, initially for revenue, uh, it would have been suggested that he is considering the revenue to be, since he did know that the revenue is only from the sales of the tickets, it could have been number of tickets sold into the price of a ticket. And that model could have been applied to the national park, as well as the bird sanctuary, as well as to the aquarium. There was not a need to repeat that altogether again and again. Even the experience was repeated even after it was told that it is a problem during the safari or during the visit. Further, the when it was known that the animal spotted has have declined, um, and then it was figured out that the numbers of leopards or the particular species have declined, it could have been written down as population is equal to births minus deaths, where the birth rate is decreasing or the number of deaths are increasing. When the number of deaths are increasing, it could have been structured again into the cause of death to be natural as well as or human. The reason could have been a human caused one, and then again figuring out into internal external factors, and then he could have reached out to the reason of poaching before. And for bird sanctuary, the reason was actually that the birds were flying out from the cage, which he could not reach. For angelfish, it was fine. The reason was that the birth rates are decreasing because the food had been changed. But overall, the approach was structured. Just a few suggestions which he needs to improvise on. Um, Other than that, all good. Thank you.